Soccer's been in this community for 8 years. We first started out with soccer, and it kind of grew into what it is today. When we say we're going to do something, we do it. And one of the questions we asked the kids 4 years ago was, what would you want to see? And they all said a soccer field. I think it all came about, unfortunately, in a unique ways. When my brother had his DUI, he had to do so many community service hours, and so he would go out to Indian communities throughout New Mexico and do golf camps. And I think the idea kind of popped up then of, why don't I do a little bit more?
We're the only foundation in the country that focuses on physical activity and nutrition education for Native American. So our main goal is to address the issues of childhood obesity and type 2 diabetes with Native youth through sport programming. And there are many foundations. That focus on sport. There are some that do sport and nutrition, but we're the only one that focuses on Native kids.
We are considered an evidence-based program because back in 2009, we partnered with Johns Hopkins Center for American Indian Research, and we evaluated our program because we were hearing great stories from parents about how much their kid was starting to eat better, they were losing weight, or they wanted to do better in school, but we had no way of tracking it. So we partnered with Johns Hopkins, and we came in and we evaluated our program.
I first started off as a player until about 3 years ago. When I first started, it was just a dirt field, and that's all there was. There was no turf or anything. Before, I used to eat junk and everything, but after the foundation, they taught me what's good to eat, why we should eat all these good foods, what it does, what's the benefits of it.
We have a partnership with an organization called Mobile Grocery. It's called MoGrow. It's actually a retrofitted semi-truck that's fitted like a grocery store on the inside. So they bring the truck actually here to the soccer field once a week, and it provides families with access to healthy foods. Right now in this particular community of San Felipe, we're in what's called a food desert. So we're 40 miles round trip from the nearest grocery store. Many families don't have transportation, still relying on government foodstuffs for their source of foods, which are not very healthy. So being able to bring healthy foods into the community that they can choose from was one of the things that we focused on as a foundation as well. And we have programs that target adults in the community as well around nutrition education, so we're not just working only with the kids, but also the families and the community.
Kids have to deal with a lot on a daily basis. Uncertainty. Parents work, they don't work the normal 9 to 5, so sometimes kids are left with grandparents, aunts, uncles. There's a lot of, unfortunately, there's a lot of abuse, whether it's alcohol abuse, drug abuse, even sexual abuse within the community. So we're just trying to provide something, the light at the end of the tunnel for the kids. We're here year-round. We built this beautiful facility, and I think people see it as a positive thing. And so when they see the soccer field, they think of the NB3 Foundation, and they think that, hey, one day maybe I want to go work with them or help them in some way.